And those types of digital, oh my gosh, I think I love that word.
My lips are sealed. No, you do not love that word. Fall out of love with that. It's not a word. Fall out of love with that. Welcome to BizGlitch number 106. It's April 15th. It's tax day.
This is not about taxes.
It's not about taxes. So
Not
I'll just let
about
Linda
CPAs.
tell you what it's about. I'm just going to sit and hang out and watch the thunder and lightning unroll in our backyard.
The glitch pertaining in the last couple of days, we talked about having a retirement plan for your employees. And one of the actionable items was if you can't afford it, what about, just hear me out, if your prospecting strategies could be tightened up or improved?
Oh, yeah. I remember. Yeah, you said that. I was a little confused when you said that, right? Okay.
Yeah, to be able to afford such benefits. It's a luxury to have such benefits, especially for businesses here in the United States where it's not mandated for certain things. When you're a smaller size company, there are a lot of things that aren't regulated as, like 20 or more employees might have to deal with kind of thing. But the reason I brought up the prospecting was knowing, and here we are, where marketing was going to come back into that mix. And that is,
I have tea.
We still have employee discussions and glitches to address in the next following week. Today is about how comprehensive is your marketing strategy. So that was a long roundabout to get there.
I would say, Linda, it was a comprehensive way of getting here. Meanwhile, Linda's wearing merch. Paying attention is free.
Which is essential when you are trying to grow
I'm paying
a
attention
business.
to my sweater. And
I know, we're both like a mess. I mean,
Hey.
I'm a mess. We've been doing...
You look gorgeous.
We've been doing glitches in our office. Now all my makeup is in the office and I'm too lazy to go get it and
you
drive
look
there.
great.
Okay. The goal and actionable item involve having tools available to work on this vast marketing strategy that you may or may not have started. And the thing is with a marketing strategy, there's a lot of moving parts. It's social media, it's offline efforts, it's email, it's direct mail, it's how often, it's do you have the type of client that you want to attract? Do you have how you're going to handle when a prospect shows up that you need to get rid of them very quickly? So there's a lot of things. And the actual item includes a marketing checklist that covers all the different ways you could be handling marketing and how to pick and choose what things you feel you're stronger at to incorporate if you haven't started, where to start. And if you have been starting and you have that down with your process and your streamline automations, what can you possibly add in and repurpose from what you're already using? And we have a checklist for that. Also, there's a lot of online tools like Trello, Notion, ClickUp. All of them, though, help with managing deadlines, checklists, organizing assets to have them in one place associated with whether it's a blog or a video, a thumbnail, and all of that. So
I just want to jump in and comment on that. In my experience in the sales field, it's too easy to procrastinate from the actual activity by looking for the tools or by building an arsenal of tools. So one thing
Agreed.
I want to say about Linda's observation about these Trello and these other types of tools. These tools are important if I think you already have a basic marketing campaign and maybe the volume of work that you have to do to manage is huge. But if you don't have a marketing program and if you have one but you don't really have a huge volume, I would caution, because in my experience, and again, I have trained dozens and dozens of professional salespeople in the mortgage industry. The tendency to avoid actually doing the sales work is huge, and people will look for any way possible to get in their own way.
And I love that you brought this up because I have...
Well, thank you. I'm going to have some tea.
Well, because I have a bit of a response that has worked for me, and I think it could work for other people as well. And that is, before you download the tool and go down the rabbit hole of the tool, I think you should first start organizing, taking inventory of how you're doing it now, or where are you putting these assets so that you can test drive your process with the assets, whether it's a blog cover art, whether it's, are you putting it on LinkedIn and Facebook, and is there a video, and then are you putting on YouTube? Have all those kind of, however you're doing it, do that first to then test drive how to get it into the tool so that you can then have that system already set up to how you're gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, in other words, when I get all the assets accumulated for all the different platforms and all the different types of things we're doing, I have them in a folder on my device. And then I move everything into the tool, because then I know I have the checklist that says, okay, did you do TubeBuddy for the YouTube? Did you do the thumbnail? Did you do the hashtags? So that it reminds me.
I got you.
Okay.
But again, I'm just going to caution.
Yeah.
There's a lot of folks out here in our audience who are nowhere near as far along in the marketing scheme as you are. Listen, in the real estate trade, here's a famous objection to buying a house. The real estate agent takes the buyers out on a Saturday, shows them a bunch of houses. And one, let's say it's a couple, and one partner in the couple makes the following absurd statement.
The furniture doesn't fit in the room.
Right. The bedrooms are too small for my bedroom set. Okay? That is not a realistic appraisal of the moment of the house. It is an obstacle that person is putting in their path. And I don't want you all to get caught up with Trello, with the tool,
That's true.
until you have at least a basic, as Linda said, an understanding of where you are and what your plan is.
Well, this again is good that we're talking about this in real time, how we've already been doing it. And that is also where the strategy is, okay, I'm going to try this for 3 months, and I'm going to target where I get 20 new prospects, but then you have to actually find out if there are 20 and if there are 20 quality prospects. So in other words, you have to have some gateways, guardrails of the
Boundaries,
results,
standards.
Of the results that are to happen based on not only the strategy, but then managing and maintaining the activity and all the minutia, because it is a little bit of minutia. Assuming if you're not a graphic designer, you're gonna like farm that out possibly, or whatever. Then that's part of the other strategy. What are you delegating and what are you not? It's a roadmap.
But don't let, I'm gonna just keep hammering this. Don't let the mechanics of the thing get in the way of
the doing of the
doing it.
Yeah.
Because the more time you waste on the mechanics,
yeah,
the less time you spend on the marketing, which means people are not finding your business, they're not coming in the door, they're not buying stuff.
Yeah.
Just like the woman or the man or whoever it is with the furniture, my furniture doesn't fit, you're not buying the house.
Right.
What's your objective here?
But let me just bring it back. The reason I'm putting this in between...
I love that we're arguing so politely.
I know. The reason I put this one in here, because I assure you, tomorrow it's not about marketing or sales. It's more about team building and specifically about wellness. But the reason marketing is so important is that's how you start a foundation of lead generation. And without it, then how are clients finding you so that you can close them, so that you can then make more money to afford the things that you need for your team, or even to have a team.
Yeah.
That's it.
Get it done.
106.
Get it done. 106. Over and out. We'll see you tomorrow. 107. The day after tax day. Okay. Ooh, thunder. Lightning.
Ooh, yeah.
Here we go. And we're ready to roll?
No, actually, I thought I fixed this, but I didn't. I don't know why. Okay. Okay. All right.
Action.